Hi everybody. Today I'm going to be talking about the one thing that my client did to earn an extra $10,000. And so if you have somebody in your life that needs to hear this, make sure you tag them. Just invite them on over to the video. Oh, sorry. Just going to turn off my notifications there. But before we get started, you can book a call with me, a personal power call, and the links above. I also put it in the comments below so that you can learn these techniques too. Hi, and make sure you just put in the comments also any questions you have. I'd love to know where you're from. Let me know. I always come back and read the comments and answer any questions for as long as it's videos out there in the cyber world. So again, today our topic is the one thing that my client did to add $10,000 to her income. And I'm Tiffany Yelverton. I'm the orgasm guru and chief sexinista for EnticeMe.com and Sexy Survivors. And it is my mission to disarm sexual shame and normalize conversations about sex and pleasure. I inspire women to love their bodies and to experience the orgasm and pleasure of their dreams. I truly believe when we close that pleasure gap, which is the difference between how often men orgasm compared to women during intercourse, and I believe that when we close that gap, we will restore the power balance to the pleasure. Again, today's topic is the one thing that my client did to earn an extra $10,000. So if you want to know more about it, make sure you go to that link above or below and book your Power of Pleasure call with me. So let's get into it. I'm going to tell you a story about my client. We'll call her Daphne. And she had the opportunity to get her dream job, and she interviewed for it. And she was in a job she really didn't like. It was sucking all of her life out of her. I know that so many of us have gone through that, including myself. And she got the job. She gave her notice, had that dream job, and then we had a session. And in our private coaching session, she admitted that she had some regret, that she accepted the job really quickly and already gave her notice, so she couldn't really go back on it. But the salary that they offered her wasn't going to pay her bills and was a lot less than she had been making and what she was used to making. And so I just had her do one thing. This one thing really changed it. And she kind of giggled at first, but you know what? So that one thing that I told Daphne to do is to have an orgasm and then to have another call with them to see if she could get the money that she would feel comfortable earning. So I get a text from Daphne that says, I did it and I got $10,000. So she self-pleasured before she had this call to wrap up all the questions, finalize benefits, things like that. And she had this call after she had self-pleasured and had an orgasm, and it gave her the power and the confidence to ask for what she wanted. She asked for that $10,000. She not only got the $10,000, she also got a review in 2 months instead of 6 months, where she was going to have the ability to get another increase. And this is so powerful because so often women don't ask for what they want or what they need to cover their bills or even for the sale. And so having an orgasm before you go into that sales conversation, that job interview, anything where you're maybe trying to secure new clients, sell a house, have an orgasm because it gives you that confidence and power. If you want to know more about having orgasms and how they can affect your life, and maybe you're not even having them right now, please go to the link above or below and book your power of pleasure call with me. I'm your orgasm guru. Let's get this party started. So why is it that orgasms give you that power? Well, one, I believe that men have always known that, and women have not always known that orgasms are actually power. One of my favorite quotes is from Oscar Wilde. It's, everything in the world is about sex except for sex. Sex is about power. And when we own our personal pleasure, no one can take that away from us. We rock our sexuality. It releases stress and lowers our cortisol and brings confidence that nothing else can. So whenever you're getting ready for a sales call, a presentation, speaking live on Facebook, public speaking, maybe you're doing a TED Talk or a TEDx, and you want to feel more confident and squash those nerves, that feeling. I used to be the shyest person and hide behind my mom, and now I speak publicly for a living as well as coach my clients. So you can do it. And I believe that it really comes from orgasms. I know that I had a job that I asked for 300% more than anyone in that role had ever been paid, and I got it. And it comes from my sexual confidence. So not only does it work for Daphne, it's worked for dozens of my clients. And so I want it to work for you. Make sure you book a Power of Pleasure call in the links above, and I'm going to put it in the comments below. Share this with your friends, anyone who needs to hear it. An orgasm a day keeps the doctor away. Let's keep it going. Let's teach all women to have the most amazing orgasms of their dreams so we can close that pleasure gap and the gender wage gap.